Join me as I dive deep into the mind-blowing world of telepathy and clairvoyance to see if I can actually tap into these mysterious abilities. Mind, physics, and spirituality. The science behind telepathy and clairvoyance. The nature of consciousness and reality has long fascinated philosophers, scientists, and spiritual seekers. While mainstream science has largely focused on studying the physical brain and nervous system, there is a growing body of evidence suggesting that consciousness may extend beyond the confines of our skulls. The Seth material, channeled by Jane Roberts in the 1960s and 70s, presents a radical view of consciousness and human potential that offers intriguing explanations for phenomena like telepathy and clairvoyance. According to Seth, an energy personality essence who spoke through Roberts while she was in trance states, our physical reality is just one small slice of a much vaster, multi-dimensional existence. Our conscious minds, focused in physical reality, represent only a tiny portion of our full identity and capabilities. Seth states, "You are a multi-dimensional personality. You are aware of only one small minority of your entire identity. These other portions of your identity are latent within you, however. They are not strangers, though you may be strange to them. They are quite willing to help you, and they operate in other dimensions of existence." This multi-dimensional view of human consciousness provides a framework for understanding psychic and paranormal abilities. Rather than being supernatural or mystical, telepathy and clairvoyance may simply be our innate ability to tap into aspects of our greater identity and awareness that transcend physical limitations. The nature of consciousness. A key premise in Seth's teachings is that consciousness is not produced by the brain, but rather is the fundamental basis of all reality. As he puts it, "You are not your body. Your body is an object that you possess and use. You are the one who is aware of your thoughts and of your body. You form your body, but you are not your body." In this view, consciousness is primary and creates physical reality, not the other way around. Our physical brains and bodies are simply vehicles or camouflage that allow consciousness to operate and perceive within the physical dimension. But consciousness itself is non-physical and not confined to the brain. Seth describes consciousness as an ever-changing gestalt of awareness that coalesces into what we perceive as our individual personalities and physical forms. But this individuation is just the tip of the iceberg of our full identity. Your own personality as you know it, that portion of you that you consider most precious, most uniquely you, will also never be lost. It is a portion of the soul. It will not be gobbled by the soul, nor erased by it, nor subjugated by it, nor on the other hand can it ever be separated. It is, to the contrary, like one brilliant facet of the soul's multidimensional existence. This multidimensional nature of consciousness provides the basis for psychic abilities like telepathy and clairvoyance. Our surface personalities, focused in physical reality, have access to much deeper levels of awareness and information. We simply need to learn how to tap into them. The mechanics of telepathy. If consciousness is not confined to our brains, how might telepathic communication actually work? Seth provides some intriguing explanations for the mechanics behind mind-to-mind communication. He describes consciousness as composed of electromagnetic energy units, EE units, that are the building blocks of all realities, physical and non-physical. These units are alive in their own way and respond to the propensities and beliefs of consciousness. Our thoughts and emotions shape these units into the forms and experiences we perceive as physical reality. Importantly, these EE units are not bound by space or time as we understand them. Seth states, "These electromagnetic energy units are the forms that basic experience takes when directed by an individual. They are the invisible formations resulting from reaction to any kind of stimuli. They very seldom exist in isolation, but unite under certain laws. They are emitted by the cells, for example, in response to stimuli, and they are the basis for any kind of perception, both sensory, in usual terms, and extrasensory. Because these units transcend space-time, telepathic communication may occur when the energy patterns of two minds align or resonate in particular ways. Our thoughts shape the EE units, creating patterns that can be picked up by other minds attuned to those frequencies." Seth also describes an inner dimension he calls Framework 2, which underlies and supports our physical reality, Framework 1. Framework 2 is outside of time and space as we know it, allowing for instant communication and information transfer. He suggests that telepathy and other psychic phenomena may involve tapping into this inner framework. Framework 2 is a creative source dimension, in which all of the potentials for physical expressions are worked out. Events do not exist in isolation. They are brought about through the united reasoning and emotional experience of individuals interacting in Framework 2. By shifting our focus to these inner dimensions, we may be able to directly perceive information and communicate in ways that seem miraculous from the perspective of our normal physical senses. The role of beliefs and expectations. A crucial factor in psychic abilities, according to Seth, is our beliefs and expectations about what is possible. He emphasizes that our beliefs literally shape our reality, including the extent of our psychic perceptions. You get what you concentrate upon. There is no other main rule. If we believe psychic abilities are impossible, we create that as our reality. But if we open ourselves to greater possibilities, we can begin to access dormant abilities. When you realize that your thoughts and feelings are that real and that they form your physical reality, then you can learn to use your thoughts as highly effective tools for changing your experience and your world. Seth suggests that young children often have natural psychic abilities, but that these get trained out of them as they adopt the beliefs of their parents and society about what is and isn't possible. By questioning our assumptions and cultivating beliefs in our innate multidimensional nature, we can begin to reawaken these dormant capabilities. Evidence for telepathy and clairvoyance. While mainstream science has been slow to accept the reality of psychic phenomena, there is actually a substantial body of evidence supporting the existence of telepathy, clairvoyance, and other psi abilities. Some of the most compelling research has come out of the Princeton Engineering Anomalies Research (PAR) lab, which conducted rigorous experiments on telepathy and psychokinesis for nearly 3 decades. Their data showed small but highly statistically significant effects, suggesting that consciousness can indeed influence physical systems and communicate beyond normal sensory means. Other notable research includes the Gansfeld experiments, which demonstrated telepathic communication under carefully controlled conditions. Remote viewing studies conducted by the US government, which showed that trained individuals could accurately describe distant locations they had never visited. Experiments by Dr. Dean Radin, showing that people can unconsciously detect future events, suggesting that consciousness is not bound by linear time. Research on telephone telepathy by Dr. Rupert Sheldrake, indicating that people can sense who is calling them before answering the phone. While skeptics argue that these results can be explained by methodological flaws or selective reporting, the overall body of evidence is difficult to dismiss. When viewed through the lens of Seth's multidimensional model of consciousness, these abilities become much more comprehensible. Developing psychic abilities. If we all have innate psychic potential, how can we develop these abilities? Seth emphasizes that psychic development is a natural process of expanding our awareness and tuning into our deeper levels of consciousness. Some key principles he suggests include: 1. Question your beliefs about what is possible. Examine any rigid ideas you may hold about the nature of reality and be open to greater possibilities. 2. Pay attention to your subjective experiences, hunches, and intuitions. These often represent communications from your deeper self. 3. Practice quieting your mind through meditation to become more attuned to subtle perceptions and impressions. 4. Work on developing your imagination and visualization abilities. These strengthen the pathways between your surface consciousness and deeper awareness. 5. Keep a dream journal to explore your inner realities and symbolic communications from your subconscious. 6. Engage in creative activities that allow you to express your inner impulses and ideas. 7. Spend time in nature to attune yourself to broader fields of consciousness. 8. Pay attention to coincidences and synchronicities in your life as potential messages from your deeper self. 9. Practice sending and receiving telepathic messages with a willing partner. 10. Most importantly, have patience and trust in your innate abilities as they gradually unfold. Seth emphasizes that psychic development should be a joyful, natural process, not something forced or used for ego gratification. As we expand our awareness, these abilities tend to develop organically as a side effect of our overall growth in consciousness. Ethical considerations. As with any ability, psychic capabilities can potentially be misused. Seth stresses the importance of ethical behavior and using these abilities for the highest good of all involved. He states, "The natural person is to be trusted. He or she will make proper use of such abilities. And indeed, it is only when you trust your own basic integrity that you dare use these abilities or allow them to function." He emphasizes that truly developed psychic abilities stem from a foundation of self-knowledge, compassion, and desire to be of service. Using psychic powers to control others or for purely selfish ends ultimately backfires due to the interconnected nature of consciousness. Additionally, Seth cautions against becoming overly reliant on psychic information or using it as a substitute for rational thinking and common sense. Psychic impressions should be viewed as additional input to be weighed alongside other factors in making decisions. Implications and future directions. The reality of psychic phenomena and multidimensional consciousness has profound implications for our understanding of human nature and the universe we inhabit. Some key takeaways include: we are far more than just our physical bodies and surface personalities. Our full identity transcends space and time. Consciousness is fundamental and creates physical reality, not the other way around. We all have immense untapped potential and innate abilities waiting to be developed. Our beliefs and expectations play a crucial role in shaping our experienced reality. Linear time is an illusion of physical focus. On deeper levels, all times exist simultaneously. We are inherently interconnected with all of consciousness. Separation is an illusion. Death is not the end of existence, but a transition to other levels of awareness. As we continue to explore the further reaches of human consciousness and potential, we may need to radically revise our models of physics, biology, psychology, and our concept of reality itself. Integrating psychic research with emerging theories in quantum mechanics, biocentrism, and the holographic nature of the universe may lead to revolutionary new paradigms. Ultimately, this expanded view of human nature is deeply empowering. It suggests we all have profound untapped abilities and are active creators of our realities. By expanding our awareness and understanding of consciousness, we open the door to vast new possibilities for human potential and the evolution of our species. Mental exercise: developing telepathic awareness. Here is a simple exercise to begin cultivating your innate telepathic abilities based on Seth's teachings. 1. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Sit or lie comfortably and take a few deep breaths to relax. 2. Close your eyes and imagine your consciousness expanding beyond the boundaries of your physical body. Visualize it extending out in all directions like a sphere of light. 3. As your awareness expands, imagine you can perceive the thoughts and emotions of others as colors, images, or sensations within this expanded field of consciousness. 4. Without effort or strain, simply notice any impressions, ideas, or feelings that spontaneously arise. Allow your intuition to flow freely. 5. If a specific person comes to mind, gently focus on them and see if you receive any intuitive impressions about their current thoughts or state of being. 6. After 5 to 10 minutes, take some deep breaths and slowly bring your awareness back to your physical body. Open your eyes and write down any impressions you received. 7. Later, you can check in with the person you focused on, if applicable, to see if your impressions were accurate. Remember, psychic abilities develop gradually with practice. Be patient and have fun exploring your expanded awareness. With time and experience, you may be surprised at the depth of your innate intuitive and telepathic capabilities. So, what's your take on telepathy and clairvoyance? Have you ever experienced anything that can't be explained? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if you're interested in exploring more mind-blowing topics, be sure to check out our next video.